Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Here's the climbers. This is the first kind of edition. This is the second one that came out. You can see the different box sizes that you're going to have here. The boxes themselves are pretty darn similar in size, to be honest. They just kind of have a different shape to them and different box art. So this one's going to have a little thing that kind of pops off, and then you're going to open up almost like a shoe box. Well, this is going to open up like a more traditional box that you're going to have here. Now, let's take a look at the rules. This is probably the biggest difference. I think there's a whole lot of rules difference. I don't believe there is. But you can see the picture of the components here. Kind of tells you about the colored blocks. That's set up to size, and a size 1 block about what's going on there. You're going to have size 2 blocks and size 4. So this is going to break it down. This is a lot. This is very useful, to believe it or not. You're going to have your ladders with pictures over here. Very, very good. And then an explanation of the blocking disc. I like that a lot. In this book, you're going to find that information kind of in here and how you can make bridges and stuff. And then your preparation and setup, which you're going to have right here. Very similar. I think it's a little bit cleaner. I like the picture use here. And then the gameplay. It actually tells you what you're going to do on a turn. Move and rotate an unoccupied block, etc. Now, the one gameplay difference between the two is this one you're going to move a block first. This one you can move your climber, then move a block, move your climber. So you can move your climber twice in this one. Well, this one over here, you're going to move your climber just one time. And that's going to be the main kind of gameplay difference that you're going to have. Now, in this one, you're going to have some alternate roles. There's some 2-player roles, the bridges it talks about a little bit, how to move blocks, that's over here, and etc. So the main role is going to be you can move twice in this edition of the game. So these are the ladders from this edition. They almost look identical to me. I cannot really tell a difference. If I did this, could you tell the difference? So the ladders are going to be very, very similar. As for the markers and thing you're going to get, they're just a little bit smaller, as you can tell, in this edition over here, the newer edition. They were a little bit bigger in the original. I would say the same is true about these. Just a little bit bigger. Now, the people are quite a bit bigger compared to the blocking stones. These blocking stones are roughly the same size. I don't think they're exactly, it looks pretty darn close, but the people definitely are smaller in the new version. So here are the blocks themselves. They look to be just exactly the same. I mean, I think that maybe something isn't cut exactly the same, but these new ones might be just the slightest bit smaller. They can't really tell a difference much, to be honest, from just kind of looking at them. They look just about these look just just the smallest tad whatever bigger. Otherwise, the components look exactly the same to me. I don't see a whole lot of differences in it. They just had press reprint. The color schemes are off a little bit. Like this blue looks this dark blue looks a little bit bluer. This one looks a bit more purple. You can tell there's a big slight difference. But that's not going to matter because your guy's going to be blue and your guy's going to be purple over there. So there's a little bit of a color difference. Otherwise, everything in here is exactly the same for the most purposes. Only that one little rule change. I think you can be fine with either one of these if you're looking for it. Which one am I going to keep? I don't know. Maybe the older edition, I suppose. No reason. This one has a slight rule change, which you could just implement it. Just move your guy twice. It's not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. So out of the 2 editions, I think this has a 2-player rule set with it. I don't know. I'll probably end up keeping this original set. I'll get rid of this set, pass it on to somebody's new house, let them enjoy the game as much as they can. This is the Climbers, 2 editions. Very similar. I don't think you should overpay for one of them. You find one of these cheaper, I think you should just get that and call it a day.